Okay, I'm really excited to be talking to you today about the Women's Honor Canoe. The Women's Honor Canoe is one of several artifacts that we're putting out into the world in honor of the 35-year anniversary of the Meares Island Tribal Park. We're celebrating what was accomplished, but we're also creating a beacon of hope for other Indigenous peoples and non-Indigenous peoples to let people know that it is possible to do the right thing. 35 years ago, Indigenous peoples and non-Indigenous peoples came together around shared values of social justice and environmental stewardship, and they stood together on the blockades respectfully and with dignity and declared the Meares Island Tribal Park. And those trees, those ancient cedar trees, are still standing today. So we have the elder brother paddle, we have the younger brother paddle, we've got the Women's Honor Canoe, we've got a bentwood cedar box that we're going to be putting all of the endangered species in the world, those 1 million species that were talked about in the UN report, we're going to be metaphorically putting them inside this bentwood cedar box. And I'm really excited to say we're also going to be putting out a whaling harpoon into the world. So that's a little bit of a teaser on what's coming. But to focus in on this very special artifact, the Women's Honor Canoe is traveling tomorrow, June 1st, to Vancouver, where we're going to be joining the 4 longhouse facades at Cole Harbour near the Vancouver Conference Centre for a very special conference called Women Deliver 2019. Women Deliver, you can check it out online, Google it. It's all about gender equality and celebrating the fantastic leadership of women all over the world who are not only delivering all of the babies, it's a double meaning, women deliver, but they're also delivering on mandates of social justice and equality and peace building and environmental stewardship and all the rest of it. So we're going to have a very dear friend of mine, Tla-o-qui-aht Blaney. We're going to be honoring her, and on June 3rd, which is the release date of the report of the inquiry on missing and murdered Indigenous women, we're going to be holding Tla-o-qui-aht up in this 10-foot canoe. We're going to be carrying her from the Vancouver Conference Centre to the longhouses at Cole Harbour, and we're going to be holding her up while she speaks her mind and speaks her heart about the subject matter of missing and murdered Indigenous women and how that phenomenon is interconnected with initiatives like the Meares Island Tribal Park, and how violence against the land and violence against women goes hand in hand. And she's also going to be singing whatever comes to her mind or heart, the Women's Honor Song, I think, would be a good one. She may do that. I'm really going to be giving her all the creative liberty that she wants to do. And so we're going to be holding her up. She's going to be singing that song and saying those words. And we have talented people that are also going to be singing. And yes, it's going to be absolutely historical. Very quickly, the background on this custom, it goes back in Nuu-chah-nulth culture, which is where I'm from, on my father's side of my family. When a coming-of-age ceremony would happen and young men and young women were receiving new names, the young women would be carried in a 10-foot canoe, such as the one that we have in Victoria, traveling to Vancouver tomorrow. They would be held up in this canoe, and they would be reintroduced to the village, and they would be ceremoniously renamed, and then we would reintroduce them to the world. So there's a lot more to that practice, but the main point here is that we're going to be enriching that artifact with the signatures of women who've traveled from all over the world to celebrate what's possible. And I don't know exactly who all is going to sign, but I have some ideas, and I'm really excited about it. I know some of the ladies who are coming, and some who I'll be meeting for the first time. And either way, I think that the Women's Honor Canoe is going to make history this on June 3rd So thank you, Tla-o-qui-aht, and I look forward to collaborating with all of you to build a new economy of peace and friendship. Chew.